Catania is choked with rubble and grief. Everywhere evidence of lives cut short. It's almost a week since the cataclysmic terrorist attack here, and heavy machinery has arrived to excavate the ruins. But when a body is found, the work is done by hand. The torso of a young woman is carefully removed, ready for burial. Many of the corpses yielded by the rubble are obscenely disfigured. As we walk through Catania's ground zero, it looks like an act of God. But this was a deliberate attack.
It's horrible destruction. Many people lost their wives, their fathers. I saw babies that had terrible injuries. It tore my heart out.
And the blast also tore the heart out of this tiny rural town. The damage radiates for 4 city blocks. The survivors are now putting up donated tents. On the edge of a desert, families are trying to cope. You can see how many are now homeless. Hassan Khalil describes how 2 trucks blew up in the centre and then another exploded on the outskirts of town. It was like an earthquake, he says. 15-year-old Zed Hamad saw one of the suicide bombers. He says he looked dizzy. He was smiling, like he was mocking us. American and Turkish aid is arriving by the truckload for these people. Unloading it gives these children something to take their mind off what they saw. Local officials are still trying to count the number of new orphans here. But it's in a tent in a courtyard that we find the most distressing sight, a Yazidi funeral ceremony. The bereaved beat themselves in grief and tear their hair out with sorrow.
This Yazidi community is starting a month of mourning. From sunrise until sunset, they will dance here to remember those that were killed in the bombing.
I ask one woman, Laylo, who was lost. It takes her almost a minute to list the names of the dead she knows, including her husband. The Yezidis believe they are descended from Adam and are different from other humans. Their religion made them a target, but their faith is all some of these people have left. Dan Rivers, CNN, in the villages of Catania and Al Jazeera, Iraq.